Hello, welcome to the Carousel of Conversations. You're in for a real treat. Join us as we take a spin through the past, present, and future of all things Disney. Here, where there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow just a podcast away. Let the podcast begin.
I am very distracted.
I think we kind of all are. I don't think that's just a you thing.
I think it's kind of like a squirrel type moment. Like everything is like got me distracted. I think today. It's like
Just in the pre-show.
that coming off of that vacation type moment where
You guys went on vacation?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like I still haven't quite caught up from like my vacation, so I'm still a little tired. And,
Great. Now,
I've been struggling the past few days at work, and it's just been rough.
all right. One small notation. RJ just yawned, and
Yes.
you know the rules. When one person yawns, a whole bunch of people yawn unconsciously. Okay. So now, Jesslyn, next Tuesday, when this episode releases, is going to release an Instagram post. I'm making this decision now, asking how many people yawned in our episode. And you have to be honest.
How come you just don't make that out of a TikTok? You're supposed to be over our TikTok account.
Ooh,
Would you look? My schedule is completely full. It's
he's
jam-packed.
not busy at all.
Your
Jam-packed.
schedule is completely full? Oh
Just
my
gotta-
word. What did you do today, Noah?
What did I? Oh gosh, I had a really busy day.
Did you?
I woke up and ate. We made some cinnamon sugar donut muffins. If you wanted, like, it's a lot of sugar in the morning. It's a lot. It was really good, but it was a lot of sugar. So we did that. I played Hollow Knight for like a couple hours. Fantastic video game. Gosh, and I worked on my little thing I'm working on. And then we went to the pool for a couple hours. And then I came back, played more Hollow Knight, ate dinner. RJ, if you don't stop with the yawning. And then I'm here. Yep, that's what happened today.
Wow.
Very busy, very busy, very
Wow.
busy.
And you couldn't have worked in making a TikTok in there anywhere?
I didn't have an idea, honestly. Let's be
Whatever,
completely
you haven't
real.
put your mind to an idea in months.
Well, today
I thought he was going to yawn there, and I was about to yell at him. Yeah, it was like mouth open.
Today we wanted to talk about our trips from Disney World the past.
Keep in mind, there's no show notes for today. It's a struggle
There
bus
are
episode.
show notes, Noah.
Okay,
we keep
but who
telling
has
you.
them? Who has them?
I
Me
have
and
them.
RJ, we all
Oh, you have
access
them?
to
Oh.
them.
RJ
In
just
our
said,
Google
I'm going to look at
Drive.
them. RJ
No,
said,
they're-
I'm going to look at them. So
No.
that told me that I didn't
No.
need to look at them.
Noah, they are in the Google Drive. They are in our shared Google Drive.
Listen.
Even
I
when we
wasn't-
have show notes, he doesn't look at them. So
Hey, I look
it
at I have them open. I have them open.
okay.
You're a terrible
They're on my
person,
second
Noah.
monitor. Hey, I'm a good entertainer, though. Let's be honest here.
You don't even listen to our podcast. You don't make
I don't like listening to my
TikToks
own
for the
voice. Let's be
podcast.
honest now. Who wants to listen to this voice, especially when it's nasally like this? I don't even know how we have 30 people listening.
I don't know how I can't stop yawning. That's like the
Oh my
yawn I've
goodness.
had this episode. I promise I'm not bored. I'm just tired. Well, first I wanted to address. I'm like redoing my office, so yeah.
You are?
You'll see some differences going on. I'm gonna be rearranging my office a little bit to try and make a better backdrop. So you see two doors right now. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
Can we go from two doors to
We've-
one door?
We've got some cool new stuff that we're going to be putting from this past trip into the background, and so I'm very excited about that. But anyway, we are excited about today's episode because in today's episode, we're going to be talking about our most recent trips to Disney World. So Noah recently did a day at Hollywood Studios,
I did.
and then we did a week at Disney World, and so we've got a lot to talk about with our experiences. We're gonna try to cover a lot of it, but I honestly don't think we're gonna get to all of it.
There was a
just
lot.
So much from this
There wa-
trip that happened that we
The amount
wanna
of
talk
updates
about
I
with
kept
you
on
guys.
getting through the text thread, it was a lot. It was like every day I was like, now how on earth does that happen to them? Like, out of all the scenarios.
Yes, there was a lot that happened this trip.
We have a Disney kid, and she is the luckiest Disney kid out there.
You guys had the
Then,
best
yeah.
and worst luck I've ever seen at Disney.
Oh yeah,
It's
this
like-
was-
it's
this was
a-
crazy trip.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It should be studied, honestly.
Yeah, the trip started with me like with extreme anxiety the whole time because of reasons we'll disclose in a minute. And then it's just like it kept unfolding into lucky moments. And free shoes, which I'll talk about later.
That's also a great story. Like,
We have so
There are
many
just so
stories to
many.
discuss. But first, let's talk about the overall impression of the trips that we had. So, Noah, you had a day at Hollywood Studios.
Mm-hmm.
What was your impression? Like, were the crowds busy? How was the weather? Did you feel like it was any different from past trips that you've been on?
gosh, so there wasn't much different than other trips I've been on, besides the fact, I guess, that it was extremely hot and extremely crowded. Like, there were people everywhere, and there was no shade at all. And it was so bad. It was like 96 with like 80% humidity. It was possibly the worst weather you can ask for at Disney World. It rained one time, which, you know, that's normal. But
We were there one time.
yeah,
It
we were
rained the day that you were there.
yeah, out of all the days it could have rained, the day that we went, of course. Anyway, it was so bad we had to get Lightning Lane. We weren't expecting to get Lightning Lane, but we did. It was $24 per person, I think, for the entire day, which is around normal. Rise of Resistance does not count for that, so we didn't even get to ride Rise of Resistance because another unlucky thing that happened is that it was 70 minutes when the park first opened. That's normal. It's not normally that high, or like it's not actually that high. It's just what they say, so people don't go to it. But it was said 70-minute wait. We're like, okay, let's just go on Smuggler's Run because I think we had a Lightning Lane or we just like rope dropped it basically. So we went to Smuggler's Run. We rode that. Came out. Rise of Resistance was broken down. Okay. For 2 hours, it was broken. And then we go to Star Tours. We ride Star Tours. We go get some lunch because it's late in the day. Rise of Resistance opens back up, and it's at a 50-minute wait, which is a little lower than it was earlier. All right, so we start to head our way towards that because we're like, that's the lowest it's going to get to. From Backlot Express to Rise of Resistance, it's like, I don't know, a quarter of a mile. It breaks down in that time, and so we can't ride it. So then we go over to shop at Galaxy's Edge, you know, we get all that done. We didn't want to step foot in Toy Story Land because you cannot escape the heat. Toy Story Land is the least shaded area in any Disney park, and I will firmly stand on that mountain. It's awful. But so we shop around there for a little bit. Resistance opens back up again. Okay, 70 to 80-minute wait. Okay, breaks down on our way to it again. Of course, what else would happen? So we basically say we're going to give up on Rise of Resistance for today. We're just not gonna. We're not going to try it. We're not going to deal with it anymore. So we go to the other side of the park. Rock and Roller Coaster. 80-minute wait, of course. Tower of Terror was a 60-minute wait as well. We went to go, yeah, and it's so hot that me, my mom, my brother, no, it was just those three. We sat at the end of Tower of Terror in that little where you get your pictures. We just sat there for like an hour and a half because it was so hot. So we're just sitting there. It's miserable. Okay, it is absolutely miserable. So we're just waiting for the Beauty and the Beast show to happen because it's a great show. It's not great for heat, but it's got fans and it's in the shade. So it's, you're not going to get much better than that unless you're inside. So we go over there, we get on it. As soon as the show finishes, we walk outside. Downpouring rain. It just starts raining on us. And
Did y'all have like ponchos or anything with you?
no, we didn't. My brother My brother bought a poncho. And as soon as he gets it out, it was like a $12 poncho, mind you.
Oh,
As
yeah.
soon as he gets it out and unpacks it, the rain stops, of course. And then I go get the little Jawa sipper at the place you guys eat. What is it with the
Rosie's?
garlic bread?
Rosie's?
Yeah, it was right outside of Rosie's, where like you get like the strawberry lemonade thing that's frozen. It was right there. I get that. That was a good time. But yeah, the day wasn't great. So we rode Star Tours 4 times, and that was our day. Oh, and we rode Mickey Minis.
But
right,
you
well,
got to stay at
French Quarter,
Yeah.
which I think y'all went there one time on your trip, right?
Yeah, we did.
And it is the best resort. Out of all the resorts, it is so good. I'm sure RJ has something to say about that. I'll
What's
let
that
you guys have a
face
turn
for,
to talk.
RJ?
Yeah, RJ, what is that gremlin face you have down there? You look like a goblin under a bridge.
Nothing.
No.
Anyway.
Continue.
I love how his overview turned into a whole trip.
Listen, you have to stop me because I get carried away and then I'm like, what else do I talk about? And then I just keep on rambling.
That's it for this week. Come back next week to hear about mine and RJ's trip.
We were supposed to break it down into sections, and Noah just told the whole day.
This is what happens. Listen, we haven't recorded for a week. I'm new at this, okay?
Oh,
Can you add like a commercial break in it? Like Magic Candle Company. You're Skyway in the skies.
Mickey just starts talking back there.
Y'all talk.
I'm Mickey. Right
I'm
there.
awkward now.
Yeah, I got a new Mickey.
No, Jesslyn, not you. You're yawning.
Oh no, you had a very different experience from what we had, and I think part of it was you guys were trying to fit everything into a day.
Yeah.
And so that's a different experience than what we had, even with the lightning lanes. Even we were able to get everything done twice, sometimes 3 or 4 times.
We
And
did
this
Star Tours 4
started
times.
off, which we'll talk about this a little bit. But this started off kind of as a bad trip. And turned into a really good trip for us. I think, well, and then towards the end, maybe it turned back around. I don't know. It was kind of a crazy trip, and I'll just say that. But we did have I think I enjoyed it overall. Jesselyn's looking at me like I'm crazy.
I would not deem this trip as a bad trip.
No, from what I saw, it was a great trip.
No, I think it was a great trip. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was just a unique trip, I guess, if you were to go round about it. So, all right, let's kind of break down our trip a little bit. Jesselyn, do you want to go first?
Go with the same length as I did, please.
Oh. Okay, so we drove on a Saturday. We left early Saturday morning, and we stayed our first night at Pop Century, which was our very first time staying at that resort. And we did that because the next day we were changing to a different resort, which allowed us to go to the water park because they're having this summer deal where if you stay on property the first day, you get free access to a water park. So we were like,
It's actually all through next year, too.
oh, is it
wow.
really? That's great.
Yeah.
So we decided let's drive up on a Saturday, and then on Sunday we'll switch resorts, and then Sunday will be our water park day. That way we can spend all day at the water park. So we drive up Saturday, we get to Pop Century, and as soon as we get there, it's like dinner time. We're like, hey, let's go to Disney Springs. Let's get our Disney Springs kick in. And we're walking around. He got himself a little phone case, and I could tell that he was like being slow. Like, yes, Sorcerer Mickey phone case. Oh,
Look
y'all
at
are so
that
cool.
phone case.
Justin's
I
phone
love
case
my
sucks.
phone case. Although I did realize that what they do is they just put like the OtterBox case on the outside
Yeah.
of it.
Well,
and
they're
then
supposed to be
take a plate
customizable.
and they like laser it with all the colors.
Yeah.
But like this phone case portion of it, separates off of that plate. So that's
So
just a plate right there.
all of it separates. It's supposed to be customizable, someone told me.
Yeah.
So you can like swap it out.
Cool. But anyway, so we go to Disney Springs, we get dinner, we walk around, and I noticed that RJ is just starting to like drag. And I thought it's just the drive. Like, he's just tired.
Should I step in and talk about this?
And so, hold on one
No.
minute. Okay, so Bella and I go back to the hotel. He's waiting for his phone case. He comes in. He's like, I'm out for the night. And so he lays down. We decide we're going to go to the water park. We're going to get Mickey waffles on Sunday morning. We're going to go to the water park. So I wake up Sunday morning and RJ goes, I think I broke a fever last night. Take it away, RJ.
Well, that was so detailed. I got so bored in the middle of that. Why would you ever talk for that long about one day at somewhere? That is so much.
I didn't even go into all the details.
I just had to show my unluckiness, okay?
I started off the trip thinking that I had just, sometimes when we clean up around our house, really deep clean and vacuum and stuff, we'll kick up some dust from the dog fur and stuff that is, inevitably around the crates as I clean them. Anyway, we're not dirty people, I promise. And so sometimes my allergies will kick up a little bit after, I deep clean around the dog crates and different things like that. And especially since I give them baths. So I just thought my allergies are really bad. And so Saturday on the drive, I started to feel off. But, I just thought it was tired from, driving almost 9 hours, 8 hours in the car with an hour lunch break, And so I was like, it's no big deal. I just need to rest. So Saturday, we went and did our thing. We went to Deluxe Burger. And I just wasn't feeling good, and I was dragging. And so then Sunday I woke up, and I was like, I think I'm running a fever. And so I decided I was still going to go to the water park regardless, but I wasn't feeling good. And what made it even worse is, so riding around in the lazy river was perfectly fine, but as soon as I decided I wasn't feeling good, so I went back to the chairs and I sat in one of those beach chairs at one of the places under the shade. But the sun was I was in direct sunlight for a couple hours, and I fell asleep in that beach chair for an hour or so. And when I woke up, I was not feeling well. So we ended up going back to the resort. And I took my temperature. I was running a 104-degree temperature. It got up to 105, I think, with the thermometer. I'm not sure how accurate that is. But, yeah, I ended up running a fever. I called the doctor the next morning through virtual care and took pictures. Jesslyn helped me take pictures of my throat, and it turns out I had strep throat. And so I was able to get antibiotics, and I picked him up Monday afternoon and got on him Monday night. And by Tuesday night, I was feeling perfectly fine again. So it was just kind of a crazy, 24, 48 hours.
Meanwhile, I'm freaking out because I'm like, what the heck? We just got here. Now we're all going to get strep throat. And we're at the happiest place on earth. And we're supposed to be happy. And we're going to be miserable. And
happiest place on earth.
I was stressing out, but it's fine. Bella
Meanwhile, I'm hoping RJ goes to the urgent care on Disney property because they give you a whole bunch of prizes. And it is Nemo themed. And they have TVs with Nemo.
I've heard nothing but bad things about how expensive that urgent care is when you get
It's
the bill.
Disney. It comes with a price. It's magic.
So
Your health and magic comes at a price.
I was really nervous about that. So I went and looked at my insurance on my phone, and turns out I had a virtual care visit for $60. So I was like, I'm just going to do that. And they were able to do everything over the phone. And so it was awesome. So I definitely would do that again in a heartbeat if that were to come up ever in the future. Okay, let's talk about our resorts first, and then we'll go into the other things. Now, Noah, you stayed at French Quarter, a moderate resort. What was your experience with French Quarter after the remodel?
Absolutely amazing. Only complaint is that there's not a bed that comes out of the wall anymore for one more person. because that was a really good thing that they had, but they got rid of it. But besides that, it's absolutely amazing. Like the
You're
bathroom
talking
was
the fifth
upgraded.
sleeper.
Yeah, the fifth sleeper, where like
Okay.
the trundle bed is what's normally called. I don't know. It's normally like a little
Yeah.
box under the TV and a bed comes out. Anyway, yeah, they don't have that anymore. But the bathroom is completely redone. Like there's like a sliding glass door. Not, is it glass? I don't remember. But anyway, it like sections off like the actual toilet and shower part of the bathroom instead of it just being like a curtain. I think it used to be. I don't remember. But yeah, it's a lot nicer. Very nice resort. Better now than it was a year ago, even though it was still amazing a year ago.
Yeah, the remodel looks really nice. Now, when we went, we did stop at French Quarter for the beignets, but we didn't actually go to look at the rooms. When we go in January, it's one of the resorts I want to stay at. But the pictures of the remodels look really, really nice.
Yeah, I really like what they've done with even just the flooring and the bathrooms. I think that's really well done. I like the tables. I think they took the table style from Coronado Springs, where it's that really long table, so it doesn't pull out, but you've got a lot of space to store stuff.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
found myself, like on a longer trip at Coronado Springs, I found myself really enjoying that because, like, we had our snacks up on the shelves, and we had our magic bands all plugged into that
Yeah.
table, and we had our, so we had 100 different things.
Yeah, there's
like
a lot
our
of
Disney
USB outlets.
pins. Yeah, and our Disney pins, we laid them all out, and we're able to spread out. And, like, so typically in a room like what we were staying at on our trip, you would have to, like, spread that stuff out on the bed a little bit. But with those big tables, it felt like there was a lot of room to just move around and to store stuff on that you typically go through in a Disney day, especially with us. Meanwhile, we stayed at 2 value resorts, which we've never done before. Not to say we're spoiled or anything, but we've only stayed at deluxe or moderate resorts. So we've never stayed at anything other than that. And so this was our first value resort. And it was a much different experience for us than what we're used to. Justin, why don't you talk about what you thought about the value resorts? Specifically, we stayed at Pop our first night, and then Art of Animation the rest of the week.
I really like Pop recently did a remodel, and I really like the style of the rooms. It looks very much updated. And I think that if we were doing a very, very short trip, like a weekend trip, a night trip or whatever, and it was just RJ and I don't think I would have a problem staying at Pop. But if you want to do a whole week trip like we are doing, and you have to pull down the bed, it's just really tight with the stroller and everything. So not my favorite, but I didn't hate it. I think I would just prefer something else. We ended up, our longer part of our stay was at Art of Animation, and Art of Animation has amazing theming. And if you're wanting like that true Disney theme hotel room, like Art has it, right? They've got 4 sections: Cars, Nemo, Lion King, and Little Mermaid, and they are themed out to the max. But it's the same problem with Pop. Like the rooms were just a little bit tighter than what your moderates were, and so it was like RJ and I were wrestling trying to get the stroller out every single morning because we didn't fold up the stroller. Because most of the time when we're getting back to our room, Bella's out in the stroller, so we can't just like fold it up. So it was really tight, and the really downside about Art. And going in, I was so optimistic. I was like, this is not that big of a deal. People complain that it's too far. But it's that hotel room is so far from the Skyliner and the bus stops.
Yeah.
So in the mornings, like I said, you got that energy. You're not thinking about it. But when you're hitting the parks as hard as what you're hitting them, like what we do, from rope drop to, fireworks, getting off the Skyliner and having to walk all the way back down to your Little Mermaid room or whatever, like that's brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah, Little Mermaid's far. That's the furthest
Yeah.
one, but it's
And
still
and
really
we
far.
were in the last one of the,
Oof.
because there's 3 buildings. We were in the last
Yeah.
one.
Yikes.
So that was really, really difficult. And even if you were to request to be closer to the Skyliner, you're not going to get that close because the Little Mermaid rooms are just your normal size room. Cars, Lion King, and Nemo are all the family suites. So,
Yeah.
like, we met a family on one of the lines at Epcot, and they're staying at Art, and they loved it, but they were staying at the Nemo suites. And I
Which
was
is
like,
right in the middle next to the
yeah,
Skyliner.
like
Yeah,
you're
that's- yeah.
walking like 10 steps to get to the Skyliner in the bus. You know, we've got like a 20-minute walk back to Art.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's genuinely a far walk for the Little Mermaid rooms, and I remember that specifically. The one night I think I stayed there, and then we went to the Polynesian. But yeah, it's just like if you're not getting a family suite and you don't need a family suite, just spend the extra money to stay at a higher value resort, like your French Quarter, your Riverside. Any of those will be better than Little
even
Mermaid.
little things like I said, if it was just a short trip, like 2 nights, whatever, I'm not going to make that big deal
Yeah.
about it. I'll stay at Pop. I'll stay wherever, you know?
Yeah.
But when I think we counted, it was 9 days total that we were there. And so like, we're not living out of a suitcase. Like I'm putting things in drawers. I'm trying to unpack, and there was just not enough room for all 3 of us. And
Yeah.
everything that a kid brings, it just felt really cramped and
Yeah.
tight. And so the room itself, the decor the room was really cool, like very, very cool.
Yeah, the theming's always on point at that
Yes.
resort, especially.
Yeah, and everything's nice and clean, nothing like that. It's strictly the size that was a little bit of a downfall for us, and
Yeah.
the far walk to the room.
So I did look it up, and a Pop Century room, the standard room size is 260 square feet. But the French Quarter room for just a standard room is 314 square feet. So there is a difference,
Yeah.
and we felt that.
Yeah.
Like even little things like getting ready in the morning, having 2 sinks at a moderate resort or a deluxe resort versus the 1 sink at a value resort was a big difference, because like when we're both trying to get ready at the same time and we're fighting for sink space or whatever to get ready, it's just like the back and forth, and we kept bumping into each other just trying to get ready in the mornings. And I know that sounds like trivial in comparison, because most people just look at Disney resorts as a place where you go to sleep.
Yeah.
But for us, it's a little bit more than that. It's like a place to get ready quickly to go, and a place where we feel comfortable. We literally had to both work together to hold the door open and maneuver the stroller to get it in the room every night and every morning. At the end of a long park day, that just gets frustrating. And so I did feel like the Pop Century was smaller. I felt like the room was nice. Like, I liked the theming. And if you're not dealing with the stroller, you're not really going to care about Pop Century.
And even
Yeah.
like with Pop too, like I go back to if Bella wasn't there and it was just
Yeah.
me and RJ and we had the one bed, it would be totally fine. Like I wouldn't think twice about that room. I would say, this
Right.
is a still. We need to stay here, you know?
Yeah. But if it's like in our scenario where it was us 2 plus Bella, I just like the pull-out bed made it feel so crammed in there.
Yeah.
If we would have popped that back up and used it as a table, it wouldn't have been that big a deal. But pulling out that queen size bed made a difference, and it felt uncomfortable. So then moving into Art of Animation, Jocelyn's right. The theming was incredible, and Bella loved the theming. She wanted to walk around and take pictures with all the different characters and, that were throughout it. And what blows my mind is that really the only portion of Art of Animation that feels like a value resort is going to be the Little Mermaid section.
Yeah.
And that's the furthest section away. Everything else is considered a family suite. So you've got your Cars rooms, your Nemo rooms, and your Lion King rooms, and all of those are the same price as the moderate, if not a deluxe resort. And they're much bigger in size, so you get a lot more room in there. But they're the same price as those higher end resorts where you're getting more amenities for it. So that's what kind of blows my mind, that they would consider that still a value resort when you're really paying for the suites. And that's the majority of the hotel. Like out of the 4 sections, there's only 1 section that's considered value, in my opinion. The rest are all family suites, and they're much more expensive in
But also
price.
outside of the room at Art of Animation, the resort's awesome. Like it's a very very, very good
yeah.
resort. The pools are great. The cafeteria is very big, so you'll always find somewhere to sit.
Yeah,
Like, you have the
absolutely.
Skyliner, the buses. It's only one bus stop, right? Yeah,
The
it's only one bus
lobby
stop.
is super cool.
Yeah, it's a very
Like,
cool
Yeah.
lobby.
It's so cool. Yeah. Like,
And the shop
have-
is amazing too.
Yeah.
Like, I liked art. I just didn't like the distance to the room, and I didn't like the room size for the
Yeah.
long stay that we were staying. But I even liked it being a Skyliner resort. I loved being able to use that.
Yeah.
And even when we use the Skyliner, like when we talk, well, we can talk about transportation later if you want, or we can just dive into it now. But like I was expecting, because Pop and Art share that Skyliner base, and I was like, man, we're going to be waiting forever. We hardly ever waited.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the transition from Art to either Epcot or Hollywood Studios was always under 15 minutes. Like, it was
Wow.
it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, Skyliner is the best way to go. If you have a Skyliner, use it and abuse it. Like,
Even like the nights where we would leave Epcot or Hollywood Studios after Fantasmic or after the
Oh
fireworks
my goodness,
show.
yes.
Like, the buses are ridiculous to get on. I will stand firm on my hatred of buses altogether, Disney buses especially. But the Skyliner,
Who got on the
I
bus? Who got on the bus?
Oh,
Twice.
yeah, and I still have the same opinion of them.
listen, there's something magical about the Disney buses, just a little bit, you
There
know.
is, there
Everyone's
is.
angry, everyone's stinky. It's hot, especially when the lights go off and the music's playing. Like, the nighttime
the
music
most
on the
miserable
buses
thing.
are the best.
Well, okay, so here's the thing I noticed about the bus for Art and Pop. Their music on the bus matches the theme of the hotel. So, like,
Oh,
Yes.
like the Art buses only played music from Lion King, Nemo, Ariel, you know, and then the buses for Pop, because we rode the bus to Disney Springs when we stayed at Pop, and it was all like 70s, 80s music, because that's
cool.
it was really cool. Yeah.
French Quarter has the best because it's like banjo and like jazz music, and it's
Yeah.
like renditions and stuff. It's really cool.
So what did you say when we drove onto French Quarter, Port Orleans French Quarter property? What did
To
you say,
you?
Jocelyn? Yeah.
I said, I belong here.
It's the best. I've been telling y'all, it is the best resort.
I
It is
love
so
it.
good.
I love French Quarter and Riverside. Both of them
Yeah.
are so great. But I think just like staying a week at Art, and like, cause we did that the night, so we drove home on a Sunday. Our last full park day was Saturday. So Friday night, we're like, let's go to French Quarter and let's go get some beignets. And so, like, we had been dealing with Art for a week of, like, the room and trying to wrestle that stroller. And so the moment we drove and I walked underneath that canopy, I was like, I belong here.
It's such a
This
good
is where
resort.
I'm meant to be.
Yeah, it's so amazing. Like, there's literally, I don't think there's any negatives about the resort I can think of
No,
offhand.
even the like water, the like pool and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
at
the pool's
French
awesome.
Quarter is so cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, I really like the pools at French Quarter. I really like just everything about moderate and above resorts. I think that they're
I just
much
want to
nicer.
I just want to make sure that we're being clear that the rooms were still really nice at the value resorts.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it's just we're spoiled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're very
Yeah.
spoiled.
And for some people, like, I have really good friends that are AP holders and they go to Disney, like, I feel like every other weekend, and they love staying at Pop. Like, that's their resort. And you know, and to some people, great. And like I said, if it was a short weekend, let's do Pop. But just for a long trip like this, and when we go in January, when we go for like 9 days again, I want to say I want something a little bigger so I don't feel cramped all week long, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The beds at I felt like at Art of Animation were much better too than the ones at Pop. I felt uncomfortable.
well,
at
I
Pop,
felt
but-
fine at Pop, but you were also like running a fever, so like,
Yeah,
you need to
keep that in mind.
count.
There's some
I
other
felt-
things happening.
I felt comfortable at all the beds, yeah.
let's talk about transportation a little bit. We've already mentioned it. It's not on our show notes. We're going off script. Noah, there you go.
I love going
but,
off script. It's my favorite.
Did you do buses your whole time while you were there? That's all you could do, right? Yeah, Noah.
Yeah, so yeah, we did buses for when we went to Hollywood Studios, but we did go to Disney Springs the first day when we like kind of got it there, and you can use the boat, and that is the best form of transportation. Okay, no Skyliner, no monorail, no bus can compete with the boat ride to Fa. What did I say? I said Fa. I don't know why I said that. Fa. Anyway, we took the bus. It is just such a amazing boat ride to Disney Springs, and I highly recommend it.
It is.
That's it.
It's another perk of the French Quarter.
So we learned something new, actually, Noah, on this trip. So one of the nights we had to go to the Polynesian to get a gift for for Bella that she wanted, but it wasn't going to be available at Magic Kingdom. And so we took the monorail over, and the monorail goes all the way to the Polynesian from Magic Kingdom, and you can get off, and then you can take that monorail back to Magic Kingdom. You don't have to get off at the TTC or anything anymore. So that was really, really nice for those who want to stay at the Polynesian to be able to do that, just to take that monorail all the way there and all the way back again without having to get off at the TTC. Whereas, like, with our Magic Kingdom day, if we would have wanted to go to Magic Kingdom, we would have to stop at the TTC. Now, I will say that I still prefer the TTC over taking a bus to Magic Kingdom.
My goodness, RJ.
RJ,
What I
you're
will
just so
say
wrong about this.
is Art of Animation did
Stop
something
with the
really
words.
cool. They had the double-decker buses where they had, like, the accordion bus.
Oh, I haven't ridden one of those. I want to ride one.
Okay, so it was massive, and that's what they would take to, like, pretty much every bus in the morning was going to Magic Kingdom, and that thing was huge.
That was another plus about staying at Art, is that because it is such a big resort and there are so many people staying there, like, you're not waiting for buses. Like, there are buses constantly there. And even when at Magic Kingdom, like, every time there was a bus there, as soon as we never had to wait at the end of the night at Magic Kingdom. We always got right on the bus. Now, could that have luck? Sure, whatever. But, like, I really do think it had to do with the fact that, I mean, the resort is so big that they just know, like, people are staying there. And so that's another plus with that.
Yeah. So for the Skyliner, we already talked about that. We love the Skyliner. I will always and forever love the Skyliner, even when you think it looks like a ridiculously long line. I've never waited more than like
so
20
quickly.
minutes, I feel like, in that line.
Not even that, yeah.
Yeah, it looks so long, but it doesn't feel like
Just
that.
moves,
Like, it's
yep.
constantly moving. And so
Unless it
I
breaks down.
love Skyliner resorts. And so I would forever be fine with doing that. As far as transportation to Animal Kingdom goes, we drove to Animal Kingdom. I didn't mind that at all.
It wasn't bad.
One thing we did learn, too, is that not all resorts go to the water parks. So what a lot of them will do is you have to take a bus to Disney Springs and then another bus to the water parks. Now, fortunately, so what they do at Pop and Art of Animation, they're considered sister resorts. So, like, whatever one does, the other one does. So, like, what happens is Pop had a bus to Typhoon Lagoon, and Art of Animation had a bus to Blizzard Beach. So we were transferring over, so we just went over to the Blizzard Beach one, or to Art of Animation, and hopped on the bus to Blizzard Beach. But, like, it was very few resorts that actually do that. Most you had to go to Disney Springs first and then transfer to the bus. So I didn't know if a lot of people were aware of that, but that was something that I learned on this trip, is that not all resorts go to both water parks. So you have to figure out if your resort does that. If not, figure out if you need to drive or just take an Uber or whatever you want to do to get there, whatever you prefer. For us, it was fine. We just jumped on the bus at Art of Animation. We were switching resorts that day anyway, so it worked out in our favor. One thing we learned about our own transportation that I don't think we'll ever do again, switching resorts, we left all of our stuff in our car, and it was just so hot that day.
Well, like, okay, so when we left Pop on that Sunday morning, we were like not even planning to do what we did. It was a last minute decision. Like we were walking to put all the stuff in the car, and then we were like, let's just go ahead and drive to Art, and that way we'll be there and we can check in and our room will come get ready.
Yeah.
And so we decided to do that, and we left, as RJ said, we left everything in the car, and all of our toiletries melted.
Like our deodorant,
Like
our snacks,
yes, my
our
shampoo,
donuts, our
which,
powdered donuts melted.
Yeah, like there's no powder on our donuts anymore.
Your powdered donuts became unpowdered.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
And what's funny is, and this is so hard to explain, but like my shampoo, which is obviously already a liquid, but it's kind of like a thick liquid, it was like runny, like water.
Yeah.
What is happening here? Everything just
in our
melted.
car just melted that day
That's
while we were at
insane.
the water park. Yeah, it was bad. Deodorant, everything. So one thing I will say, just check into the next hotel before you do
Just
that.
leave your
Don't-
stuff at bellhop. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
it's
something,
fine.
but yeah, don't do that. Noah, I know that you guys got there and your hotel wasn't ready quite
Yeah.
as soon as you got there, right? So you had to wait a little bit. Did you guys carry your suitcases around? Did you drop your stuff off at bell service? Because you guys flew in, and then
we used
took-
Strong and Brave Huawei, and took him to French Quarter. And then we dropped all of our suitcases and stuff at Bellhop just because we decided we're just going to go to Disney Springs for a little bit while we're waiting for our room. So
Yeah.
we left them at Bellhop, but we did take our backpacks around, which was not a good idea because we had laptops. I had my Switch 2. We had all of our stuff in there, all our tech, and it was hot. Like,
Yeah.
it just amplifies that heat because they're so
Yeah.
thick and so metal, you know? It just made it so hot, and me and my uncle were just sweating. It was not good. But we never
So
got
would
a
you
message.
drop-
We never got a
dropped it off
message
at
on our
bell
room.
service?
We should have. Yeah, we should have dropped our book
Yeah.
bags off at bell service, but we just didn't. But we
Yeah.
never got a message on our room being ready. Like, we just never got the message, and then we just walked to the room that they said we were going to have at like 5 o'clock, and it was just ready. So we walked in. So yeah.
Not a terrible trip.
Yeah, no, it was not great.
Well,
The
you
only
also
bright-
went on the weekend before July 4th, which I
That's
think
true.
is probably what, I mean, weather you can't control, but like
Yeah.
crowds and stuff, that probably aided to that.
But listen, the highlight of my trip was riding Star Tours 4 times, okay? I've said that a couple times. But it gets worse. We got the exact same Star Tours journey. You know how Star Tours is known for having different journeys? No. We had the same planet, same entrance, same person on the even hologram every single time.
Wow.
And it just couldn't have gotten more unlucky, I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Pretty bad.
food-wise, did you try anything new this trip?
They changed the tip yip recipe at Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, so you did try it
Hollywood
and they changed
Studios
it.
changed a couple things on
A lot of things is changed
Yeah.
now. Like the tip yip
I
is
was-
not a cube, and I'm very upset.
It's not?
No, it's like fried chicken now.
That's weird.
Like it was always fried chicken, but it's not like cube fried chicken anymore. Now it's like flat fried chicken. It's very
Okay,
odd.
So we had disappointments with Hollywood Studios too. That frozen lemonade that we talked about that we love so much, they got rid of it.
Gone.
I didn't even know
gone.
that.
I'm so
Yeah.
mad.
Wait, didn't we? I had one when I went.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I think so because we sent you a
We
picture.
checked everywhere and it was gone.
It's gone. They didn't
We
have it
sent you a
anymore.
picture, didn't we? And you said I'm jealous.
I don't know. Let me check.
I think we did.
Whatever it was when we were there, it was not around. They had changed a bunch of stuff about their menus, and it was a different type. It was like a cherry limeade something,
Ooh,
not
that
the
sounds good,
strawberry
too.
lemonade that we were typically used to, not the strawberry lemonade frozen lemonade thing that we used to have.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're a little disappointed about that. I think we tried a ton of new things this
Did you?
trip.
I don't think I tried
Yeah.
anything new. I only ate 9 beignets, which is a little disappointing. But
9?
I know.
Hey, everybody! Now you know. You waited all week to hear.
You did.
This.
Listen, I ate 16 one time, okay, in one trip, and I only got 9 down. Granted, we weren't at the resort a lot. We were kind of there like before we went to Disney Springs, when we came back from Disney Springs, and then for like an hour after we went to Hollywood Studios. So I didn't have much time to stock up. So I apologize for the lack of beigneting, but what can I say?
I had a shirt at the French Quarter that I really wanted that had beignets on it, but it
Beignet
said
all day?
Beignet. No, just
Oh,
Y
that was a
A
good one.
Y. Yay! I was like,
They-
oh, I want
They
that.
had an
shirt.
entire merchandise line that says beignet all day.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness!
no, it's so
all
cool.
Day. All
So
day.
there's even some that
I love
have
it
like
scented.
scents built
Yeah.
into it.
Like all the lounge
like-
fly stuff has scents. My mom has
Yeah.
the ears, the beignet ears that are
Oh my
scented,
goodness!
and she has not worn them.
Yeah, she won't wear her ears.
She doesn't wear ears. She's weird.
So we tried a bunch of different things from like different restaurants. So we tried Pinocchio's at Fantasyland. I tried some different things in Epcot. Like instead of going to Via Napoli, we tried the quick service pizza window on the outside. And so that was actually really good. We tried some new snacks and different things. I don't know. I just had I wanted to try new things. Like that was my goal, is not to try the same things that we did last time. Now, I still got an orange swirl Fanta at Orange Bird in Adventureland.
And I, of course, got plenty of Dole Whips.
Yeah, I'm jealous
And-
of the Dole Whipping.
whipped.
So then we also tried some spring rolls. I
RJ
also
tried
did my
spring
spring
rolls.
Yeah,
Were-
I did
were
my
they
spring
good?
rolls for sure.
Jocelyn did not partake in the spring roll.
Yeah,
You
they're
didn't
always
partake
good.
in the spring rolling?
No, I didn't.
You didn't spring roll?
I didn't partake.
So yeah, we did our typical, and then we had like our Gaston's Tavern with LeFou's brew, of
Oh.
course. And
I
our
can make
Casey's
LeFou's
Corner.
brew. I know the
Okay,
recipe.
I
Casey's
got
Corner,
really
Redemption.
frustrated. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Casey's
Redemption?
Corner nuggets were good.
Oh, they're good this time?
They were good.
Yeah.
Yep. I think
Good,
it was just
good.
that fluke one time
Mhm,
bad.
yeah.
Okay, so LeFou's brew, I was getting so frustrated because Disney does paper straws now, which by the way, folks, Disney does paper straws. So if that bothers
Yeah,
you, like,
everywhere.
you can bring your own straws. Okay,
It used to be Animal Kingdom only, but now it's every park.
it's everywhere. But like, I had to let my LeFou's brew sit outside while we went and rode Space Mountain because I could not get it through the straw. It was ridiculous. I had to let it melt, but it was still so good.
That's good.
Yeah.
At least it was still good. I know how to make LeFou's brew, just not the passion fruit foam on top.
Yeah.
I know how to do it.
Yeah,
But we
And
really
I
did
feel like that's a
try
bit
new
excessive
things.
too.
Yeah, it is a little excessive, but I like the sourness to it, you know?
Yeah.
So at Hollywood Studios, we did eat at our normal place, but on our first day, but they didn't have what we normally got. So like, because they didn't have the drink and stuff, so I think we just got a burger. So that was like our norm for that. But then at Magic Kingdom, like we ate at your place, Noah.
Starlight?
Oh,
We ate Starlight.
I love Starlight Cafe. It's the
Yeah.
I
best.
was actually super
It was
impressed
pretty
with
good.
it.
They had we're going to talk about this later, but they have this thing going on called Cool Kids Summer, which I love. I love everything about Cool Kids
Yeah,
Summer.
it's very cool. I've seen
They
some
need
things.
to do it like all year long. Like it's so awesome. But they did these kids lunch packs, and we've talked about how Bella eats like a bird, and so, but they had these like almost like Lunchables,
A Lunchable,
but like
a big
high
one.
quality Lunchable.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Oh,
it had,
that's
like, a
cool.
turkey and cheese sandwich, and then it had like fried apples, or not fried apples, but dried apples.
Dried
and then they
apples.
had grape tomatoes, which
Cherry tomatoes. Yeah.
yeah, cherry tomatoes. Those are Bella's favorite snack of all time.
I have seen
So-
her. I've seen her eat so many cherry
She
tomatoes.
loves them. And so that was just so, and so that was the first place we found it. And it was
Yeah.
it was great. I got a chicken sandwich that had like honey mustard and pickles on it.
They
It
make
was
good food.
Very good. It was very good.
I don't know. It was some sort of burger, but it had like fried onions and other things on it. Oh my. It wasn't the typical like standard burger. It was a really good burger.
Yeah,
Like,
Starlight Cafe. Everyone sleeps on it. Backlot Express is also extremely good. People just don't realize it.
No.
You know.
Okay, I like
my
Cracker Berries,
allergies.
I'll give you that one.
My allergies lead to fantastic eating establishments. Okay, and no one realizes it.
But so Bella had a good meal. We had a good meal there. And then we tried that Via Napoli quick service pizza window. Man, the pizza slices that they give you.
Yeah,
like,
they're
I'll
big.
post
took
a
up
picture.
more
It's
than the
huge.
plate.
Yeah.
It's like, and it was like $9 a slice, but it felt like I was eating a whole pizza to myself.
Yeah.
Like, that's honestly.
Was it as
how
good
much
as the
food
normal
it
Via
was.
Napoli pizza? We're like
Oh,
in the
yeah.
square.
I
Was
felt
it?
like it was.
We have a disagreement here.
I didn't like it as well, but here's why. And I have made this disclaimer before on the podcast. I am not a pizza person.
Yeah.
So I'm very picky about my pizza. And this pizza at the quick service, it's huge, but it's a thick slice. Whereas Via Napoli's a thin.
Yeah, it's
and
very thin.
I love me some thin pizza. Okay,
Thin
so,
pizza is my favorite kind of pizza as well. So
Yeah, that would be my only thing. Now, Bella devoured it. She loved it. I want to really quickly go back to our first Magic Kingdom day because RJ, you got a new dessert that you never got when we went to the fireworks. Because I went and got my cookie, and you got like a cherry lemon sundrop cupcake.
Oh my
that sounds
word.
amazing.
It was
Yes.
good.
So okay, it was a cupcake, but it had a strawberry filling in it. I don't even remember what the filling was. It was a lemon cupcake with like a strawberry filling gel in it.
That sounds amazing.
And then the icing, I couldn't even tell you what the icing was.
Well, it
but
like had like
was-
Skittles on it, so I'm wondering if the icing was like some
Yeah.
sort of Skittle blend. Yeah.
Mickey scared me there.
I didn't. I was like, is that house haunted? Like,
We brought home a hitchhiking ghost.
it's in Mickey Mouse and he's hard of hearing.
But it had some sort of I couldn't even tell you what all it had in it, but it was from the confectionery, and honestly it was the best cupcake I think I've ever eaten. And even just the packaging of the cupcake, like you could turn that whole thing, the plastic container, upside down and it wouldn't mess up the cupcake the
Yeah.
way they
Wow.
package it. It was like it was stuffed perfectly in this like holder that like clamps around it, and then the Mickey ears were made out of chocolate. And so
Speaking of
they
which-
touched the top of it, so if you flipped it over, it still wouldn't mess up the icing because it would brace itself on those ears. And so it was really, really good. I don't eat chocolate, so I gave the ears to the ear pieces of chocolate to Bella and Jesselyn. But as far as the cupcake goes, probably the best cupcake I think I've ever eaten.
Just yet another
And that's
item
not an
on the
exaggeration.
Disney menu that uses M&Ms and Skittles.
It
Yeah, another
used
one.
Skittles, but it was like
Yeah.
somehow they exploded the Skittles. I don't know how to describe it. It's like they took the center and they popped it out.
Oh! Are you talking about where like they freeze it, kind like the freeze dry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know what they did
Yeah.
to them, but they were.
Were they
way
like
better.
crunchy, kind of?
Yes.
Yes, those are the best Skittles. I hate
I
normal
don't
Skittles.
even know how to describe
You can
it.
Okay,
buy them
I'm
at
gonna
Harris
post-
Teeter.
I'm going to post this photo, but here, Noah, this is what his
Ooh.
cupcake looked like. So it was a lemon cupcake with a strawberry. Oh, you said that, RJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have those
yeah,
Skittles on top. The freeze dried or something. They are the
Yeah.
best
Yes.
Skittles.
It
I got those
was
at Target
so
and Harris
stinking
Teeter.
good. And like yeah, so I loved that. That was probably my favorite dessert that I got while we were on this trip. There were so many other good things that we tried that were new. Mexico, I tried some empanadas.
Didn't you try this last time we went to Disney together?
Nachos last time.
Oh, was it nachos? I thought you tried the empanadas. Oh, so
No.
someone else tried empanadas then.
This is the
'Cause I
Via
remember.
Napoli pizza.
Oh, so it's still in
It
squares.
was huge.
It's
yeah.
huge.
It was so good.
And then
Napoli.
we got a funnel cake from Epcot for dessert.
Okay, I don't know if you know this, but the strawberry is a secret menu thing.
Really?
So they only have chocolate on the menu, but I've always gotten it with strawberry, so I didn't realize it was a secret menu thing. She goes, yeah, it's technically not on the menu, but we do offer it still.
Huh.
So you can ask for, at the America Pavilion in Epcot, you can
The little
ask
booth, yeah.
for ice cream, and they do it in like square format. It's kind of weird looking. They have
Yeah.
it like on these squish trays in this thing, and so they dump it on there, and then they have like this strawberry filling that you can put on top of it. So good. You should definitely get it with the strawberries and ice cream. Makes it even better.
I think, though, my favorite dessert that I got from Epcot was the Snickerdoodle salted caramel.
Oh, I've heard
cookie.
about that.
Yes,
Yeah.
at Germany.
Oh my word.
Is that the?
Oh, and I got the carrot
place?
cake one.
So yeah, at the caramel place.
Yeah.
At
So
Germany.
RJ,
yeah.
right here in
Something, I
the
don't know.
back, like I said, I'll post all these pictures so our listeners can see. But the RJ got in the back. It was a whoopie pie, and it was a carrot cake whoopie
Ooh,
pie, and
I
then
love
mine's
carrot
a
cake.
Snickerdoodle cookie sandwich, and the middle is icing. It's caramel icing.
Oh, man.
my word!
That
Oh
was
my!
so
I want
good.
it so good, so good.
Wow. Lots of snacks you
Yeah.
guys tried this time. I didn't
Yeah,
try
we
anything
did.
but beignets.
Was kind of funny. We didn't do any sit-down meals. This is the first trip where we've ever not had a table
Really?
service meal.
Huh.
We did zero table service.
Oh, because you went to
and we
Ohana last time, didn't
snacked-
you?
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
snacked the whole entire time. So we just did snacks and like one quick service meal a day. But mostly we just snacked around and tried different things. Pinocchio's Village, I tried a flatbread pizza that was
we didn't take a picture
really,
of that.
really good.
Really?
I think I actually have a picture of it.
They must have upgraded because normally Pinocchio's is awful.
Yeah, this was my flatbread pizza that I got.
Normally Pinocchio's is known as like really, really bad.
That was my orange swirl float with Fanta.
Ooh, not the pineapple, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
But don't you worry, I got the pineapple.
And no one got the I
Okay.
love you.
Okay.
Twice.
You told me
twice.
about this.
Oh yeah, wasn't that amazing? The Pandora Night Blossom?
Night Blossom was so good.
Okay,
Isn't
but,
that
like,
incredible?
Also, the Pandoran sunrise.
That's also amazing. That might
Oh my
just because I'm an
goodness,
Avatar
This is
stand.
my new favorite drink.
Listen.
at Animal Kingdom.
This is yet another recommendation that I have told y'all, okay? And
was
you
our
guys
goal.
have raved about it. Again, the cheeseburger pods, very good, aren't they?
With my Pandoran sunrise.
Very
Okay,
good.
there's
Very
this
good.
little market stop in Hollywood Studios, and they have this pretzel that is cheese filled and jalapeno flavored. It was so good.
Yeah, I saw
I'm
some people
like,
walking around with them. Wait, that's where you get the
Yeah.
Num Num cookie, right? No?
No, it's a different
No.
place.
Oh, they moved the Num Num cookie. Did they move it back to
So,
the Pixar
at that
area?
same stand, I got it was like almost like a pina colada. It was a pineapple
Yeah, mhm.
coconut slushy. It was very good as well.
Yeah. I had that. It wasn't great when I had it.
I mean, it wasn't.
But I'm
the
not a
best
fan of
thing.
pina colada. I'm not a fan of pina colada, so.
It wasn't the best thing, but it was pretty good. I was looking for. I had such a taste I wanted to fill at the the slushy
The
drink.
thing.
Yeah, like
Pandoran
the
Sunrise?
strawberry one.
Or
No, the
Pandora-
strawberry drink. I
Oh,
wanted
oh,
one.
yeah, yeah.
So I was like, I need something.
Yeah,
So
you were
I-
looking around for
I
one?
was looking for something. Yeah,
You tried these.
I did. They were pretty good. There was
What is
the
it?
donuts
The
from
mini
Joffrey's. The
donuts?
mini donuts
Oh.
at Blizzard Beach.
Listen, there's one thing that I'm excited. It's normally farce that we go for, right? Whenever we go in January, Festival of the Arts.
yeah.
Okay. I was like, what did he just say?
Anyway, at the Morocco Pavilion, right next to it, you know how they have like the different countries that they add in as like little tiny booths for food?
Yeah.
At the Brazil one, they had a passion fruit like mousse gelatin thing, okay? That is the best Disney dessert I may have ever put in my mouth, because it is light, it's refreshing, it's like sour-ish. It was really, really good, and I can't wait to have it again, as well as the Night Blossom.
Man, the Night Blossom just blew me
was
away,
very
and I
good.
knew
Yeah.
it was good
Uh-huh.
because Noah had said it was good, but like it was really good. Like
It
I
was very
can't
good.
wait. Now I'm not a fan. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but I'm not a fan of like the boba stuff.
I like
the
it because
top
it's
of it?
fun. I like play with it in my mouth.
So I didn't really try it even. Like I just drank the drink. Like
That's
it
kinda
would
like-
be, I would be completely satisfied if the boba stuff wasn't on there and it was just the drink. Although I got brain freeze from that thing fast.
But it's good on a hot day. It's very, very like
oh no,
refreshing.
it was incredible. I was glad that I got it for sure. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to stop with snacks.
But we
And
need
we're
to
gonna
come
have to-
back, and we need to talk. There's so much
No,
about
yeah.
this trip I want to share with our listeners.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
there-
gonna have to
there-
talk about.
There are a lot of stories that I think that need to be further developed and instructed to me,
Yes.
because there's still some questions I have.
So we still need to talk about merch. We need to talk about Cool Kids Summer. We need to talk about our experience with Blizzard Beach, because I feel like that's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. We need to talk
And
about
our
our
magical
magical
moments.
moments that we
Yeah.
had so many of this
I
past
didn't.
trip.
most,
Yeah.
most magical
talk
thing was
about-
Star Tours being a 10-minute wait.
We even need to talk about the weather a little bit, because there were some interesting things that happened with the weather on this trip that
And I need
we
to talk
learned, and
about
so-
my favorite meet and greet.
Oh, yeah, we need to talk about that as well.
Oh, I know.
and like, we need to talk about the Starlight Parade. We need to talk about.
I love.
We've
I
got
like.
so
this.
much we need to talk about.
We've got to talk about the
Test track.
track
Test track.
experience that we had, and so like we've got so much to discuss. And I was afraid of this, but we're already at an hour, and we barely even scratched the surface of
Yeah.
our trip. And
We've
so,
talked a lot about how they went to Disney World. I didn't say anything about my trip, and so
You said so much about it.
it was a
In the
joke,
first 5 minutes.
sarcasm.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to talk about the new shows, the new Villain Experience and Ariel show.
The Villain show.
You're gonna have to just hang on with us for the next couple weeks, because it might take a few weeks to discuss all the stuff that happened. But that's what we love doing. But I don't want this to be a 4-hour episode, because that's what it would end up being.
It really
is
would
a
be.
4-hour episode. But we had so much fun on this trip, and we had so many cool things that we want to share with you, and we can't wait to over the next couple weeks. Noah knows some of them, but maybe not even all of them.
I probably don't know all of the things.
And so it was an incredible trip, and we can't wait to share all of it with you and talk about our reviews of these new shows, because Noah
Yeah.
even went to the new Villain show.
I got to
You
see-
didn't go to the new Ariel show, though, right?
No, it was too boring for me.
Yeah, but you went to the Villain show, so we'll need to talk about all that as well. So you'll have to hang out with us for the next couple weeks and hear about our different stories about all the different changes going on with Disney, and we are very excited to discuss all those with you. Anyways, that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for hanging out and listening, and you'll have to come back next week. For real, we've got some cool stuff to share with you.
And maybe next time my dad will be hiding in the background, and you won't know it. Because he may have been for months now, and you don't even know.
Anyways, we really appreciate you hanging out and listening to the podcast with us this week. And now we are not going to switch to the same pre-recorded message we played.
No, not
She's
another yawn.
yawning.
No, not another yawn. I almost yawned twice, and there's a fun fact: if you bite your tongue,
Fact.
you won't yawn. Okay, it works the same with laughing. If you like really bite on your tongue with one tooth, it really hurts. So then you don't laugh or yawn. Fun
I don't
fact.
believe it.
Last week.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our show. Before you go, please don't forget to gather your belongings and head over to our email at carouselpod@gmail.com to ask us your questions. Oh, and wouldn't you believe it? You can now bring the magical sense of vacation right into your home. Check out the Magic Candle Company and use our exclusive link with the code CarouselPod at checkout to get 15% off your order. And don't forget, we're here to help you plan your future Disney trips. Just send us a message at rj@famvia.com. Until next time, we'll see you in a great, big, beautiful week.